Good day and welcome to this edition of Tourismus Namibia, our weekly broadcast where we take you through a couple of topics as well as introduce a couple of destinations to you. And then finally, we've got something under to the point, something special for the week. So my name is Frank Steffen, as you could see there. I welcome you once more. And first up, it's obviously topics.
Every day, you make choices that make you legendary. Journey together with us on the path to securing your legacy as a member of the League of Legends. With the Select Platinum Bundle Fee Premium Bank offering, you will access tools that will enable you to thrive. If you earn 850,000 Namibian dollars per annum or more, you can apply for this offering today via bankvintage.com.na for only 447 Namibian dollars per month. Bank Vintage, a member of Capricorn Group.
Yeah, welcome back, and topics it is. And the one that we first want to discuss is the Rhino Mama project. Some of you will remember these orphans that we had last year, and this project goes quite far. It's grown over the years, and so this week they had what they called on their Facebook site a giant leap forward in the protection of our rhinos. A huge thanks to Deep Catch Namibia Holdings, Deep Sea Pride Foods Namibia, and Glenwood Vineyards for donating a state-of-the-art drone for our anti-poaching initiative. With this drone, we can patrol the reserve and have a constant eye in the sky, which will be an immense help in spotting suspicious activity faster. We would also like to extend our sincerest gratitude to Adam of Storyworks for giving our team training to use the drone as well as for taking this great footage. Now our security is heightened and our rhinos will be even safer thanks to this very generous donation. So as they put it, thank you for caring for our rhinos. I thought that was quite a nice story to have, especially these guys are having a hard time to get support all the time. It's obvious. Not everybody's got the money. But that's the nice story that we've got this week. Up next, we've got manganese transport. This is a more sad story. This was a photo taken in 2022 when there was a train smashed down the south, or actually a derailed train. And you can clearly see that the manganese transporters or wagons here are covered with sails. Now, in February 2019, the Allgemeine Zeitung then wrote about MEFT having approved South African company Tradeport's application to export manganese from Kuruman through Lüderitz port. And at the time, press officer Romeo Muyunda spoke of mature deliberations and assured that all relevant aspects had been considered. The application led to a huge outcry in Lüderitz and at the time, but also Namibia as a whole. The MEFT was satisfied with the ecological management plan at the time, but according to Muyunda, and the AZ reported it this way, the release was subject to the condition that 1, the manganese ore mined in South Africa must not be stored in the open and exposed to the wind, either at the Ariamsvlei border post or at the port of Lüderitz. Should temporary storage be necessary before export, an enclosed hall must be built for this purpose. Furthermore, the transport of the manganese is to take place over a longer period of time with a high frequency in order to minimize traffic obstructions in Lüderitz. And then finally, in addition, the ore brought in by trucks must be covered during transport and moistened beforehand to reduce dust formation. So all the more reprehensible is the reaction of the relevant authorities and organizations to the following post that I will read now. That was last weekend. Early Sunday evening, in a strong southwesterly wind, another manganese train arrives in the city. Only the first 10 wagons directly behind the locomotive are covered with tarpaulins, but most of them are only partially covered, with loose pieces flapping in the wind or hanging off the side of the wagons, carrying much of the manganese ore without cover. The other 20 wagons below were not covered at all, or further in the back, were not covered at all, and there's no evidence that sails had been placed there. So Shadrach Chiramba of EnviroLeap Consulting, who had handled and submitted the environmental impact assessment, now claims that the wagons would not be covered. He said the manganese ore, and I quote, the manganese ore must be treated at source with an environmentally friendly dust suppressant before it is transported. This is in line with paragraph 13 of the EEC conditions. In addition, the forwarder, that is now Tradeport Namibia, has started applying for amendments to the ECC conditions in relation to the use of sales as the processing of the ore continues at source and there is no significant impact from the transportation and handling of the manganese ore. The transporter has also experienced ongoing losses of the sales, tarpaulins, whatever, due to public vandalism and theft, which have been reported to the relevant authority. And that seems to be that for them. The forwarder has now supposedly filed an application, and none of this is known to the stakeholders. They're not aware of this. The media is still waiting for an answer or a response by MEFT. And while this is not approved yet, surely there must be tarpaulins, and it's how it works. So clearly, this is what always worries me, and that's why I keep going on about these items. It's not so unlike to stuff with Recon Africa or the guys that are intending to recover uranium in one of our biggest water reservoirs. It always starts with a good thought, and don't worry, we'll be so sure to keep you safe. And then later on, we just bit by bit change the rules of the game, and suddenly things are not that important anymore. Anyway, those were our topics for today. You make up your own mind about it, but I think it's disturbing by any charge. And up next, we've got destinations.
Connection. It's in the human touch, the feeling of belonging. It inspires us and empowers us, creates clarity from complexity. It starts new conversations, unlocks the power of advice, and makes an impact on your life. At Alex Forbes, we pioneer insight to provide you with advice that connects your decisions of today to your impact tomorrow.
Right, welcome back, and up next, obviously, as we said, destinations, and we've got some nice items today. Halali, most of you don't know it, or would not necessarily know it. It's the third rest camp that you find in the Etosha, often ignored. Most people look at Namutoni and Okakweyo, but Halali is smack in the middle. I personally am a big fan of it because I always think that the waterhole of Halali is totally underrated. As they say on their page, on the NWR page, it is, in an otherwise flat area, Halali camp is perched between a few hills and koppies. Thicker vegetation makes this popular with leopard, rhino, and elephant, situated halfway between Namutoni and Okakweyo. The Halali rest camp, centrally located in close proximity of some of the most popular waterholes of the Etosha National Park. A short walk will take you to the camp's floodlit waterhole with excellent day and night game viewing. Halali is the German word for the traditional ending of a hunt. The camp signifies the end of game hunting and the rise of ecotourism in Namibia. Halali offers active guests the largest pool in the park, and its strategic location between Namutoni and Okakweyo makes it a great stopover for lunch, ice cream, a cool drink, or just petrol. Pictures that I showed you here are courtesy of NWR, and then I found some on Wiki Commons, and this pool, for example, is from a person, GL. We have also slipped some of them into our subsequent video clip. So just have a look at the video.
My name is Peter Kapokora, the restaurant supervisor in Halali Resort. I'm quite new here, but since I came, what I have experienced here, it's a nice resort whereby clients are exploring, and it's the main place where all guests meet. That means people comes from Halali or Kakweyo. This is the meeting place. Then that I really enjoy that, because when it comes to lunch, we are the best, and we receive many clients for lunch. And we have beautiful rooms that I have checked, rooms like luxury ones. I have been in the rooms. Also, I have been in single rooms like room 1, whereby the decoration is good. The space of the room is very beautiful. And this, it's only thing that I have seen is only toilets, whereby many clients are reporting about that. But since we got a new maintenance supervisor, that he is doing his best, whereby it's already minimized. In these 2 weeks, we have few reports about lights, about toilets, about anything. Right now, as I'm talking, I think we are in a good position to go with the business. And also, if a client comes here, I'm excited of the water hole, whereby you can stay there as many hours you want, and then you can be able to see the lions there. You can see elephants, rhinos, and mostly you see hyenas most of the time that I've been visiting the water hole. And then the reports that we are getting from the clients as well, they are very excited when they come see animals at this water hole of Halali, which is maybe 4 minutes or 3 minutes walk, or you can go with your car there and have a view of the animals. And then the restaurant, the way it's done, it's beautiful. People, they like sitting outside, whereby they have fresh air. That I'm excited with this, because we just need to have a touch.
Right, and that was halali. By the way, halali in German is actually pronounced halali. So, but anyway, so halali it will be for us. Up next, we've got another interesting clip. And this time we're concentrating on the Okongo Buffalo Guest House and Lounge. Now, if you have a look here, this one is situated right in the north. This is the road from Inana over to Mpungu and Nkurunkuru as you carry on. So it's it's about, I would say, no more than 15 kilometers south of the Angolan border in the Ohangwena region. There you see it on the left. I indicated it just to show where Okongo is. Okongo is a little town up in the north, and then the Okongo Buffalo Guest House and Lounge is right there on the left at the bottom. So if you look at the next map, you can more or less see it. I noticed that Google Earth is clearly not updated here, because the swimming pool would have been clearly seen as a blue item there, while it's a dark patch in this case. But nevertheless, so Tiaima, my colleague, she went there and she brought us a video where she said to me, watch Johannes Shiwayu and Padelia Shiwayu of Okongo Buffalo Guest House in Ohangwena region, talking about the services they offer at the establishment. They have a daily swimming pool for visitors, which charges 20 Namibia dollars per day for adults and $10 for children. I'm quite sure if you booked in there, you would probably have it free of charge. But the fact is, once again, and I've been on this so many times, I keep talking about the O regions, which are totally underdeveloped in terms of tourism potential. So it's nice to see that people are setting up these places and really getting into it and making sure that we've got proper tourism facilities up in the north, because that's the thing. What's first, the chicken or the hen? Well, chicken or the egg, I should say. And clearly that's the problem, because if you don't have facilities, you won't have people going there. And as long as you don't have people going there, tourism will just be or remain a failure. Like I said, it's quite a nice thing to see that they're actually encouraging kids from the local areas and people to come and use the pool at least. Anyway, we've got this video for you. Have a look.
At Buffalo Guest House of Congo. Welcome to Congo Buffalo Guest House. We actually situated before 700 meters from Enana to Okongo town in the main road of Okongo and Enana. And we have our facility. There's a lot of things that we can offer, which included bed and breakfast, conference hall, guest house bar, swimming pool, and a restaurant. Our bed and breakfast are categorized as for single bed, which is 450 per night, and double bed 500 per night. Our conference hall can accommodate approximately 120 people. A person can come for a day swimming, which gonna cost him or her $20 adult, and a kid $10. Actually, I like to add about it's a quite a safety place. It's very interesting. There's nice food, nice customer service, and a better well prepared. In our guests that are on accommodation, they don't pay for the pool. It's free for guests.
Welcome to Buffalo Guest House. This is our standard room. You can see it's perfectly well done. And this is a toilet. It's a shower and a toilet. The room is we do according to, if you are two in the room, we charge 500 bucks. If you are just alone, we consider that to be you are single in a room. It's 450. That is including breakfasts, Wi-Fi passwords. You can see there is TV, the aircon, and you can live here if you want. If you were booked like for a month, there is a cupboard for your clothes. There is a fridge. If you have something not to buy, maybe to eat in our menu. If you have your own food. Yeah, we have passwords, Wi-Fi passwords. We provide them to our customers. In the morning, for breakfast, we go to the kitchen. We serve also in the rooms. Your breakfast, if you want to be served in a room, or if you want to go at the restaurant.
Right, and that was the Okongo Buffalo Guest House and Lounge. So if you pass right across the northern part of Namibia, it would be quite a nice idea to actually stop over there. I've said it so often. I've done those routes, so I think I know what I'm talking of. And like I said, I'm actually quite delighted to see that bit by bit this is coming. And especially it's not from outside. These are local people who start promoting tourism. Anyway, up next, we've got to the point. Just a reminder, if you forgot or you didn't see it on that advert there just now, Gravel and Dirt, the first event is today as we speak, actually. Right, and then to the point. Under To the Point, I wanted to bring you a video clip for a while now. Unfortunately, I always had other stuff that was more time pressing, whereas this one, it's from ERA. ERA is the Elephant Human Relation AIDS organization headed by Rachel Harris. You can see on the internet page of ERA, they've got quite a number of interesting items, various programs, and the programs that they promote are not only related to the elephant itself, but it's about the community as well. So if you look at the next photo, you can clearly see there that it's all about different items. It's education, community support, and then obviously track and monitor and ID the elephants. That's obviously so. But then also the protection of the animal, making sure that they've got access to water and food so that the human relation conflict is sort of brought down to a level where we can manage it. And so obviously when you go there, then this is the sort of enjoyment that you'll have. And you can have these wide open spaces up in the northwest of Namibia. So quite a nice little thing. But anyway, have a look at the video because Rachel Harris obviously tells us more about the past here.
Complements all of our other projects in that it is not just mainly focused on protecting the elephants, but it also focuses on protecting the environment with which the elephants interact. Because after all, you cannot have the elephant without the environment.
The other project which we've been ongoing with this year and also for next year is the solar pump installation project, which Chris has been heading along with Shutunda.
So the idea of installing solar-powered pumps on communal farms came to us in 2020 when communal farmers complained about the costs of living with elephants. We then decided to help these farmers alleviate some of the costs of living with elephants by providing them with solar-powered pumps. That would remove the cost of going to town, buying fuel, buying oil and having to maintain these very old pumps with old technology.
This year only we've installed 10 solar pumps and we are planning to install 25 more in the next couple of years.
It's exciting to come up with some solutions for the commercial farmers because at the moment, apart from shooting elephants, there's no real solution or nothing really on offer. So for us, this is a really important area of focus for 2023.
Right, and that was Rachel and her colleagues telling us more about what ERA did last year. Hope you enjoyed that little snip. It was quite a long video, but I still thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you did so too. And I hope you enjoyed the show today. I will remain. As I said, this is the end of the show, and we'll see each other in another week's time, same place, same time. And until then, look after yourself. Keep healthy. Bye.